Socialism. Coming of socialism to Europe. How did the seeds of socialism were sown in Europe? What is socialism actually? Socialism, as expressed rightly by many writers, that socialism is a very far-reaching vision of how a society should be. That is socialism. When we have a vision, vision is something where you dream of after 20 years what you want to be. That is called a vision. So what you imagine that if it happens, that would be good. So a very far reaching means it is very difficult to achieve that one. And that vision of what? Of the society is called socialism. In other words, socialism is a body of ideas. Socialism is a group of thoughts together. So what is actually the base for the socialism? The main base for socialism is for all the social inequalities in the society, for all the problems in the society. The main reason is private properties. Every individual owning huge properties is a basic problem of inequality in the society, disturbance in the society, disharmony in the society. This was the baseline of socialism. Socialism is a group of thoughts, in that the first major thought or the basic thought which raised for further other thoughts is that property is the main reason for all social ills, for all social unhappy things in the society. Main reason is properties. And they also expressed a doubt that when a factory is run, when people are employed in this, why only the properties are owned by an individual who owns the factories? Why not the properties are shared equally to the people who really increase the productivity and make that factory to become rich? Why is the factories not sharing the properties or profits with its employees? That's what the main underlying idea of the socialism is. And they also had a different view that instead of an individual earning a property, it would be better to suggest that society owns all the factories, society controls all the wealth, society takes care of all the individuals, society gives benefit of all profits equally to all its people. So on a larger scale, no individual property, let's have a large group society owning the property, running the administration and taking care of all its individuals. This is what the view that is expressed by many of the socialists, and socialists want this change in the society, which we already discussed that it's very far from reality, but still they want this change and they campaigned for this change. That's what a tremendous efforts were brought in to bring this ideology to the knowledge of the people and make the people to understand that this ideology is the best suitable ideology of the present situation to solve all the social ills which are in the society. Let us see who are some of the famous socialists. Let us now understand the views of the socialists. We get a fundamental question: how can a society be operated or organized without property? What would be the base of the society to operate? So these were certain questions which are coming into the brains. So now let's try to find out certain answers. Socialists also had different views in the ideology of socialism. One of the such view was cooperativism or cooperatives. Cooperate together and build together and grow together. So Robert Owen, who is an English manufacturer, brought the ideology of cooperativism. He wanted to have a cooperative community. He himself started an organization called Cooperative Community in the state of New Indiana in United States of America, where he expressed the view that we all will develop when a factory will develop, and let us share equally the profits. That's what his idea when he meant that cooperative community. And many of the writers, artists or the historians or as well as the socialists contrary to this view, saying that this cannot be done on a very wide scale because all cannot be brought together on a large populated states. So it should be encouraged only on individual basis, and government should take the initiative to encourage this cooperative community culture in the nation. So this is one view of socialism. Let us find out what was the view of Louis Blanc in France. Now, Louis Blanc in France also expressed a similar view as that of Robert Owen. So he expressed that the government has to be replacing the existing capitalist, because the capitalists own many of the factories which are individual based. So you want to have cooperatives, and these cooperatives will later share the profits. After acquiring the profits, they would share the partnership of the profit between the owner and the workers, basing on the number of workers who worked in order to enhance the profits of the particular factory. So Louis Blanc also expressed a similar view, same as that of Robert Owen's cooperative community. He also want to replace the existing capitalists and have a cooperative system where workers and the owners will share the profits, basing on the work for the workers, basing on the investment for the owner. Now let's find out what were the views of Karl Marx, the father of Marxism in the Russian region, in the European region, who propagated Marxism by conducting international conferences. Let's find out now. Karl Marx and Friedrich Engels were the two main philosophers who advocated the socialism with a new ideology. They added a new set of ideas to the existing socialism concept. So what are these? What made them to think on that lines? Let us first try to understand what did they understand about the society. Karl Marx understood the society in a different manner when compared to the others. He understood that the capital investment is done by the owners. He agreed for that the property, the machinery, the land, the building, the infrastructure, everything is the property of the owner. But the profits which the owner is acquiring in the factories or in the industries was the result of the hard work which was done by the workers. So he told that the workers are the main reason for the owner to achieve profits. So he want the workers to free themselves from the capitalist exploitation, or this exploitation of work exploitation. He want them to find a way, a solution for this one. Then only the workers' conditions will improve. That's what the main message what Karl Marx gave to the society. The owner is a owner of factory, infrastructure, material, machinery which is there in the factory. He is not the owner of the people those are working there. He also mentioned that the profits which the owner is acquiring on the name of the factory is actually the hard work, the blood and the sweat of the people, those who are working in these factories. So they naturally deserve the rights of share in the profit. That's what he wanted to convey the message. And he always suggested the workers to improve their conditions, means you have to free yourself from the capitalist exploitation. And he also mentioned that what is the major reason for all the problems? The profits are getting accumulated in a personal suitcase or in a personal locker of the owner, where they are not distributed to the society. That is the reason why there is a lot of difference in the society between the rich and the poor. The rich is turning into multi-millionaire, while the poor is becoming worst and horrible. He also mentioned that workers must compulsorily free themselves from the existing exploitation, and he wants the people to form a radically socialist society, a society in which there are different views. The existing view was completely to be wiped off, and a new view has to take over the charge. What is that new view? The new view, what he wants is a society which runs all the factories, which is a community based product. He wants the community to react for all the problems of the community. He wants the community to run all the factories. That's what is named later as communism. From socialism, we move to communism. And he also mentioned that communism is nothing but when the workers triumph over the capitalists, which ultimately results in the future society. It is a natural phenomena which is going to happen in the future. So Karl Marx expressed his view very clearly and very straightforward. There should not be any owners. People should be the owners of the factories. The base for ownership is all people. Automatically all will get the share in the profits. So all will grow together. That's what he made it very clear. And he also mentioned that this is a natural society of the future where all people will develop automatically, the entire nation will develop. And he wants all the workers to triumph in their struggle against the capitalists.
If you like this video, please give a thumbs up. Please subscribe to our channel to get more videos on CBSE syllabus.